Welcome to the Soccer Tavern, where we're discussing the history, culture, and philosophy of the beautiful game. My name is Dave, and in this video we're talking about the history of the Nigeria men's national soccer team. Pull up a seat and let's start the discussion. Nigeria is a country located on the western coast of Central Africa. It has a population of about 196 million people. The National Soccer Federation is a member of CAF, which is the African Confederation in FIFA. Nigeria doesn't have an official home stadium, but many of its home matches are played at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in the city of Uyo, which holds about 30,000 people. The Nigerian Football Association, or NFA, was formally created in 1945, at least that's the official year according to the Federation. There are other records that indicate the NFA held its first meeting on August 21st, 1933. Also, the English FA formally recognized the NFA during the 1938-1939 season, so this organization was definitely in existence at that point. 1945 was the year it was formally inaugurated and a national team was assembled. That is why it is recognized as the founding year by the Federation. In 2008, the NFA was rebranded as the Nigerian Football Federation, or NFF, which is what it is known as today. The national team's nickname is the Super Eagles. That is a reference to the eagle in the country's coat of arms. The name was changed from Green Eagles to Super Eagles, so sometimes you will still see Green Eagles referring to Nigeria. The Nigerian Football Federation crest is pretty simple to explain. The Federation name and inauguration year of 1945 are around the outer circle of the crest. The soccer ball is self-explanatory, and the eagle comes from the Nigeria coat of arms, as we mentioned in our last section. In the crest, the eagle is green, which is the predominant color of the Nigeria national team kits and the country's flag. For reference, the eagle in the coat of arms is red. The Super Eagles have appeared at 6 World Cup finals tournaments, including the 2018 World Cup. The country's best ever finish was 9th place at the 1994 World Cup. From a continental competition perspective, Nigeria has participated in 17 African Cup of Nations tournaments. They have won the tournament on 3 occasions, 1980, 1994, and 2013. Nigeria qualified for the 2018 World Cup by winning Group B of African World Cup qualification ahead of Zambia. They've been placed in Group D for the 2018 World Cup group stage. I'd like to highlight 3 of Nigeria's best ever players in this section. Rashidi Yekini is Nigeria's all-time leading goal scorer. He scored 37 goals in only 58 caps, which is an incredibly impressive rate at the international level. In 1993, Yekini won the African Footballer of the Year award, becoming the first Nigerian in history to win the award. And he also scored the Super Eagles' first ever World Cup Finals goal, which came at the 1994 World Cup. JJ Okocha is likely the greatest ever dribbler in Africa's history. His skills on the ball and in 1v1 situations is absolutely legendary. I strongly encourage you to search for some of his highlight videos on YouTube because they are well worth your time. In 2005, he won the African Footballer of the Year award and was part of Nigeria's golden generation. And finally, Nwankwo Kanu is regarded as the greatest player in Nigeria's history. His nickname was Papilo, and he began his professional career at 15 years old. Though he didn't score a ton of goals for the national team, he only had 13 in 86 caps, he won the African Footballer of the Year award twice in his career. Kanu had a stellar club career where he won many trophies at some of the biggest clubs in Europe. And a couple players to keep your eye on for the 2018 World Cup squad are Victor Moses and Alex Iwobi. Moses should be Nigeria's star player. He plays outside back for Chelsea in the English Premier League. He's also a versatile player and he can play as an attacker. Iwobi is a winger who plays for Arsenal, who is also in the Premier League in England. He's a powerful player with a promising future, so keep an eye on him for this tournament. The Super Eagles have 2 main rivals. Nigeria's main rival is Ghana, and it is one of the biggest rivalries in all of Africa. The rivalry stems from the economic, cultural, and social competition between these 2 nations. They actually first played in the 1950s before either country was fully independent. They've been some of the strongest sides in Africa in recent years, and both produce world-class players. Nigeria's other rival is Cameroon, which is not nearly as strong as its rivalry with Ghana. They've played 20 times, with Cameroon only winning 4 matches, but 3 of those 4 matches came in the finals of the African Cup of Nations in 1984, 1988, and 2000. And the other loss came in World Cup qualifying for the 1990 tournament. It effectively prevented Nigeria from qualifying for its first World Cup in the country's history. All these results have helped seal this rivalry between the two neighboring countries. Nigeria's all-time record appearance holder is actually a tie between 2 players. Vincent Anyama and Joseph Yobo each had 100 caps, at least officially according to FIFA. The country's record goal scorer is Rashidi Yakini with 37 goals. And one last interesting fact for you, in January of 2010, the Nigerian president, Goodluck Jonathan, suspended the men's national team from competing for 2 years. He was embarrassed by the team's performances at recent competitions. FIFA forbids government intervention in a soccer federation. So, after it exchanged messages over a few months, FIFA officially banned Nigeria in October of 2010. The Nigerian government backed off and FIFA reversed their decision 4 days later, but this was one of the most interesting plots in world soccer at that time. So there you have it, a bit of history on the Nigeria men's national soccer team. If you have anything else to add to the discussion, please let us know in the comment section below the video. Thanks for stopping by the Soccer Tavern. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers!